All right, TikTok, if you own a lawnmower, doesn't matter what the brand is, I'm gonna show you guys something that you may have not have known. All right, so most Hondas and Kohlers and some of the other brands out there, the Chinese ones, a lot of the engines on them have an actual drain bolt on the very bottom of the carburetor. So right here, it's almost always on the left side here. That's where the carburetor is located. And when you go to put it away, or if you're going to start at the beginning of the season and your mower won't start, if you're doing it, at the start of the season, it sat all winter, try this before you go and start pulling the heck out of it and trying to figure out what's going on. Try this little hack. So if you don't have a fuel valve, I recommend putting in one for this reason right here. So close this valve right here and then come over here and get a 10mm wrench. That's usually the size. On Briggs & Stratton engines, you can use a 1/2" socket or something, but those are a little tricky because they do have a paper gasket, so you could risk breaking it. But if your carburetor looks like this, or it has two different bolts or two separate ones, then you can drain either one. It does not matter. So take an old rag or a shop towel, put it right under that bolt right there. So when you go to loosen this thing, it's able to just drain out all that old gas and the water and everything that's caught up in this carburetor, because that's where a lot of the water likes to accumulate and create corrosion. All that bad gas and all the debris is going to be sitting at the bottom of that bowl right there, and we need to clean that out. So again, take a 10mm wrench, go to the bottom of this thing and just loosen it up. The fuel valve is closed and you can see how yellow and nasty that gas was that was in there. So we're just going to let that drain out a little bit. I mean, this gas should be just a slight yellow, but this is almost green. And just let that all drain out onto a paper towel or onto a shop rag or something. And you can leave this for a good amount of time and let all that water and everything dry up and let that thing drain, but that is all it takes. And then when you're done, go ahead and tighten it back up like this, and then try and start your mower. So if you're having issues with starting it, or you just want to service it at the end of cutting season, then this is the way to do it. I highly recommend you do this more often than you think, at least maybe once a month or once every few months. So if your mower won't start, try this first before you take it to a shop that's going to charge you over $100 to rebuild this carburetor. Give it the old college try, and if that helped you, make sure you hit the like button.